You guys may notice the notable difference that we're starting this episode at night and there's a bunch of Christmas lights behind us. Today, on the recommendation of a viewer, we have backtracked to a little town in between Dothan and Enterprise called Wicksburg, Alabama. And tonight we're going to check out an event that they host every year called the Holiday Lights Spectacular. As I said before the intro, we have come to Wicksburg, Alabama on the recommendation of someone who watches my videos, Emma Kate Parker. She suggested that I should come check this place out. So tonight we're here. It is a what looks to be a very large Christmas village lit up in the dark. It looks pretty cool, but we're gonna go check it out. This is the Holiday Lights Spectacular in Wicksburg. As you're coming into the park, they bring you in on a trailer, and the very first thing you see is this Holiday Spectacular sign here in front of us. They have lights all over the place and all the trees and all over. I hear Santa Claus. I wonder if he's actually here today. Right here in front of us is a little archway that says Merry Christmas. They've even placed Christmas trees in the water drainage tunnel here. You can buy roasted corn on the cob. And I will tell you this, it is very, very cold tonight, very cold. So all around this park, they have fires going so people can stand around and attempt to warm up just a little bit. It hasn't been this cold our entire trip over these last 5 days. You see they have lights up in all the trees around. Very, very beautiful. Over here, this is their stable. This is where they're keeping all their animals. They got horses and ponies and sheep and deer. There's a rooster, a donkey here in front of us, all kind of stuff. Of course, all these animals are fake. They even have a little doggy here. Right here in this hut is Santa Claus. We found him. Hey.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Look who I found hanging out. It's Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas. You better be good, Santa's watching you. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 ho.
So, are you ready for Christmas?
Yes, I am.
I figured you would be asleep right now knowing you had to fly all night.
No, we're getting ready. The elves being polishing the sleigh and feeding the reindeer. Mrs. Claus is cooking Christmas cookies and feeding all the elves and taking care of everything for Santa Claus.
That's awesome. We can't wait for Christmas. All right, Santa, we're going to go.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, 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 ho,
we'll see you in a few days.
You're well, thank you. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. It was Santa Claus. Over here they have a gazebo set up where they're selling coffee and other items to kind of warm you up a little bit. This area right here behind us, they have set up as a white Christmas. They have this whole area all white with white lights. The trees have white lights in them. There's a reindeer there, some penguins, and the Coca-Cola polar bears. This is a very beautiful setup there. Basically, it's this one trail, and you just walk around the path. It swerves in and out like a snake, and they have all the buildings, places they eat to the left or right of you, and you just check out the lights that's all around. This appears to be a gift shop here, while over here is another place to get some hot coffee. They have a cool little techno vibe going on here. The band playing in the background, that's a live band. Set up here with the inflatable snowman and an inflatable Christmas tree and a giant shoe for people to live in. Right here they have a mock-up of Jerusalem. I like those red lights. Those red lights are really cool. Here's a crazy elves lodge here with little elves all over the place. Right here on this building, they have a really cool portrait to the Grinch and how the Grinch stole Christmas. And here's the Grinch here with Cindy Lou Who and Maximus. You can always stop for some s'mores at the s'more store. There's a really good shot of all these lights up here from this angle too. Some angles you look at it, maybe not viewing it from the camera, but some angles, it's absolutely breathtaking seeing them. They're very pretty. Inside of the church there, you can see they have a Christmas tree erected. And you can actually go in there if you just need a prayer or if you just need a minute to warm up. The best part about it all is just all the lights that they have hanging in the trees. Now the camera does not do it justice at all. It looks really cool in person as you're walking below all these lights above your head, just hanging down and going every which direction. Over here in the back corner, they have a whole playground for kids to play on, complete with a homemade slide. Here's some more of these red lights here in front of us, along with these stringed lights that look really cool. And across the road here is another section to the park. But check out all the lights and the trees from this angle, and that looks really cool. Over here they have a little photo op with Charlie Brown. It almost looks like a cat playhouse. The way they have these stairs set up that you would have for little kitties at home. And I just think that like I said, seeing it through the camera does not do it justice. All these lights hanging from the trees, it's really beautiful in person. Up here on top of this trailer, which has the name of the park on it, and there's the website, Santa on a Sleigh. It looks like that used to be a lit up attraction out here that's not been tended to in many years. These lights are just absolutely amazing. You know, we've been to them where you drive through or ride on the tractor through. This one is a walk-through park, so you ride on the tractor up here to this area, the tractor lets you off, and you walk through just to look at all the lights and the buildings and, you know, the food court and all that stuff. You get out and walk. And if you're hungry, they even have a restaurant. They have fire starter restaurant here that you can come eat at. Now, I know what you're thinking. It kind of looks like an old El Paso type building, but it's not Mexican food. Right here outside of the restaurant is a menu, and it very clearly is Italian. You can order pizza or calzones, pastas, like my favorite, spaghetti and meatballs, lasagna, hot subs, any of that stuff. So as Parker and I were standing there looking at the menu for the Firestarter restaurant, the owner of the property, Miss Maxine Chappell, approached us, and we got to have a long conversation with her. This park has been going on for 12 years. What all of the lights and buildings that are here now, a year ago it was more than twice as much out here on the property, but Hurricane Michael came through and kind of destroyed a bunch of it. And then they had a tornado a few months later as they were cleaning up from Hurricane Michael. She said this year there's about half as much as what normally would be here, and next year they'll have it back to where it's supposed to be. All the lights everywhere really are beautiful. Here they have a really nice manger scene set up here. Little baby Jesus. Here comes our ride back to our vehicle to leave. That's pretty much it for the Holiday Spectacular Park. I think we are gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up and get out of this cold. The wind is blowing so hard right now. Our hands and faces are freezing. So we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and end it now. I wanna give a big shout out to Emma Kate Parker for recommending we come out here. This place was great, and I'm happy that we came. I also want to say thank you to the owner of the property, Miss Maxine Chappell, for having us and allowing us to film and have a good time. And I want to thank you all for watching. We're still on the road again tomorrow. I think it'll probably be our last day. So thank you all. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.